talk about a powerful swing. This guy was built to hit balls out of the ballpark, and that's exactly what he did last year. He is a tough out, and when they make a mistake...
There's the swing. This ball is crunched deep into straightaway center. He makes the catch. What a jump. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing... And Mauer settles in.
Coming off a night he'd like to forget, striking out in every at-bat in that game, just did not have any focus at the plate. But today's a new day.
0-1 the count now as we're in the sixth. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day and which ones aren't. Here's a look at which pitches he's thrown that have generated hits.
And it's been the sinker ball of his. It's been hit 5 times so far, and it's just not getting the job done like he would want it to.
Yeah, you're right, John. I mean, he's definitely knocked around when he's gone to that pitch, and it's showing up on the scoreboard right now. If I'm him, you've got to shy away from that to start to minimize the damage.
얘 배렸어.
Well, that's what you want, is efficiency. You always want to try to retire a hitter on 3 pitches or less. If you can get it with the strikeout, you'll take that too.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. Doubled homer run in his last at bat. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. The pitch, a shot up the middle, and the diving stop. He's up. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
Now there's center fielder at the plate. Single homer run in his last at bat. Picked up by Tejada. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Up next, Orioles.
Well, here we go, guys. Moments like this, you get to find out about some young players. Mark Trumbo up here. Let's see what he can do.
He's 1 for 1 so far. It's going to be Fernando Rodney on the mound. They've decided it's time. Ball is swung on, hit a long way, going way back, still going back. Goodbye. Baltimore ties it up with a homer. And that is just enough. The opportunity to try and continue the momentum as they've tied it up.
You get opportunities to score, you have to cash in. That's what the Orioles have done here. One more big hit and cash into a win.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That's going to one hop off the wall. Stops at second, 2-bagger.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
Up now, their second baseman. Flew out last time, and he lays off the pitch outside in low, ball 1. The 1-0 now. Fastball waved at, missed, 1-1.
Boy, he's got great movement on that 2-seamer. It's one of the best around.
That one goes foul. The 1-2 pitch. Line fair down the line and right. That looks like a single. This one rolls through to the wall. And game over. The winning run scores, and that's a wrap.
Well, the hometown fans going home in celebratory fashion, Gary, as they win this one in the final inning, getting it done in an unbelievable game.
We take a look at our player of the game, delivering the goods for the ball club in this contest.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So, for Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
그러면 이번에 한번 골라볼게요. 4이닝 가자. 바로 가자. 그 다음 경기 휴스턴. 하다가 시간 되면은 그냥 휴스턴 에스트로스와의 경기.
Here's the lineup for the Orioles. John Hood. So Adam Jones leading it off. Last outing for the Orioles proved to be a W. They've won.
잠깐만. 난이도 올스타 안 올려도 되겠다. 그냥 해도 질 것 같아. 프로를 한번 더 해보고.
And to look inside Minute Maid Park. There's the formidable. Right now we've got a moment to look at that lineup for the Orioles. And it's Adam Jones in the batter's box.
He has struggled, going just 2 for his last 8 at-bats. A tough trend for him as a leadoff guy. You need to get on base and set the table for your lineup. He's got to pick it up for his offense.
We settle in our first inning rolling with 1 strikeout. He's gone 4 for 8 lifetime against the Astros. Swing and a liner to right center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. It rolls all the way to the wall.
아담 론스 2루타로.
He's in there at second base, still no one away. Have a look at how the Astros line up on the field.
Defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to make the plays like other teams have to be able to get big outs. Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. 2nd in home runs, 6th in slugging percentage, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra base.
There's a bullet towards third. That one gets through. Trumbo knocks it a run. Trumbo is going for it.
Well, right out of the gate, he's got himself a big double with 1 run driven in to put the first run on the board. It's a good start for these guys right out of the chute.
So Chris Davis, RBI chance. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame.
Well, you always want to be the team that jumps out early, guys, especially when you can provide that valuable run support for your starter.
Shows bunt didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. He deals. Takes something off that time, in control with the count now, 0-2. This kind of start means a lot to a starter, kind of approach where you can kind of take each at bat, do what you want to do, and not be overly worried.
You know, don't be mistaken, it doesn't just affect the pitcher here, it also affects the opposing lineup. They know now they've got some ground they need to make up.
Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. The Yankees swung on, that is hit, and it's through into center. Trumbo's going to try and score here. And he scores. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
And Valencia's ready to take some hacks now. Just one player picking up after another. Steve, this is a good offensive show going on in there. Hit in the air to center field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. And so they quickly put up the first 2 runs here, getting an early lead. Baltimore is out in front, 2-0. And it'll be Alex Cobb doing the pitching. He's going to start for Baltimore. Steve, what's he going to be conscious of now as he takes a look at these Houston hitters?
Well, the manager has to like his chances today, sending out this quality right-hander to the mound, especially against this other lineup. So he's going to keep an eye on the righty, just make sure he executes his pitches and stays on the game plan.
Here it comes. Line drive fouled off towards first. Pops him up and way up there. That one's taken care of. Here's the lineup for the Astros. So who are you looking at, John?
Well, there's not a lot of catchers in the game of baseball today that you can put in the middle of your lineup, and he's going to be your biggest run producer. But Brian McCann is just that guy. Hits for power, hits for high average, just a special player to have on your team.
And Beltran makes the play. 2 away. And now we got a chance to take a quick look at how the Orioles will be setting up on defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders?
Well, Carlos Beltran, to me, is a guy that I love just to watch run. Regardless of the fact that he's a great defender, he has a strong throwing arm and a very accurate throwing arm. Just that long stride he has from those extremely long legs, he covers so much ground in such a short amount of time.
Swings a little early that time, 0-1. And a loss in the last outing for the Astros. So they ended up splitting the 4-game series, 2-2 against the Rangers in Texas. Check swing on that pitch, but it found the zone anyway, 0-2. Swing and a high pop-up left side of the infield. And that one's put away to retire the side. No hits, nobody left on. It's Rasmus at the plate. This is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit twice already.
And that pitch is the only pitch that anybody has hit here. But hey, we're only in the second inning, so he's going to need to be at least aware that this lineup may be keying in on something, or he might be tipping that pitch.
It's hit foul by Rasmus. Another foul ball. Rasmus, he's hacking and fouling.
But when a pitcher throws a pitch out there 0-2, you're expecting him to get a ground out or a strikeout. But this guy just reaches out, puts it in play, defensive swing to keep this thing going.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him. And a look at next Sunday. We'll see Adrian Beltre and the Texas Rangers. They host the Toronto Blue Jays. Start time 3 Eastern.
Okay, that's going to be a great matchup, and everybody's going to want to tune into that one. I'm looking forward to it.
On the way. He swings now and really hit that. 2 retired here. And it's the number 9 spot. Last outing for the Orioles proved to be a W. They've won their last 4 games. I'd like to continue that here.
Oh, when you start a winning streak like this, 4 straight coming in today, it almost feels like a no-hitter type situation. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to dwell on it. You don't want to jinx yourself. Just go out and continue to play hard.
Here's a big swing and a miss. 0-2. Well, that is the truth. They start getting a little superstitious at this point.
And the last thing you want to do is try to overthink things, because most ball players aren't smart enough to do that. Just keep playing, and the wins will come.
Cut fastball, swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no one left on. And we'll see the Astros coming up next. Fresh air with the open roof here at Minute Maid Park. A beautiful evening. And Brian McCann up. First pitch to him, a curveball, swung on and missed. 0-1. And with 2 strikes on him now, Brian McCann will protect that zone.
애닝 24에서 보던 거 맞는 거 해야겠다, 이제.
Shot towards the hole. Trumbo's able to put that one away.
Well, look here, last year of the National League and where the Houston Astros ended up ranking. 8th in triples, 8th in stolen bases, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
You know, it always seems like young teams struggle when they go on the road, and for the Orioles in 2011, that was part of the story. They just couldn't find road wins.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. Picked up by Tejada. And a good throw gets him 2 down. And with the young pitching staff for the Orioles, the road games, it really showed up. The worst ERA on the road in the majors, John.
Yeah, Baltimore's record on the year would end up being 30-51 when they had to travel. And that mark was good for third to last in the entire majors. Just not getting it done.
And that's going to do it in this half inning. In, out of the inning. 6 pitches and it's over. So Adam Jones leading it off. He doubled and later scored in his last go-around. Chases that first pitch. Starts off with a strike.
Well, a great pitch and a great strike right there to get that pitch down and away. Look, if you can throw it out there consistently, you keep doing it, you're going to have a lot of success.
Here's the delivery. Line towards second. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. And it's up against the wall. Jones towards third. And here's Jones heading home. And he stops at third with a triple, and there's nobody out.
Now, he has no business swinging at this 0-2 pitch. It's out of the strike zone, but he's thinking, I have to protect. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
And that pitch was really away. I mean, that's a ball. Here comes the runner for the plate. And Jones comes in.
Star hitters find ways to get big-time runs driven in, and he does it in this situation. Not with a home run, not with a ball off the wall, with an out, but it's still an RBI.
1 down. Here's Mark Trumbo. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped. As he drops back for it and puts it away.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
And Chris Davis to bat.
Doing some damage from the batter's box these last few games, going 6 for his last 7 at-bats. Doesn't matter what they throw up there, he's finding a way to get on base. Great patience and discipline at the plate.
Good patience. Davis letting it go by. Pretty good eye. The count is even. Not a lot of expectations. Just a one-line shot into center field. And that's a base hit. Davis on board.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
Still settling into the season. Here's who the Astros will be facing. Wednesday, they wrap up this Baltimore series. They stay home for another team series, the San Diego Padres. That's a 3-game series. Continuing on, they'll take on a team that matches up well against them. The Twins hosting that one. Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, mixing up your pitches and having command, and he has brought none of those to the table in this one, and that's why he's gotten roughed up.
Well, the key is you have to have command of your pitches if you're going to.
White at the plate. He'll get us going here in the home half of the 3rd. And it goes foul. He delivers. A swing line to left center. That looks like a single.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs, and you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
Now we've got Tucker. He's got his first look in this one. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. To second, there's one. And Trumbo is there to finish off the double play. Here's a look, 4-6-3 on the double play.
Now, that's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
Third baseman up. And that's swung on and put in play. Rasmus there to play it. And that's the third out. That'll do it. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. The Orioles still enjoying the lead. And Valencia's ready to take some hacks now. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
Let's take a look at what happens when he falls behind.
Smashes that one towards the
역시
shortstop.
발렌시아 역시 건자는.
Makes its way through for a single. That brings up Colby Rasmus.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning,
콜비 레스무스.
you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure
이네요.
out a way to get on base,
하위권 선수.
now you have the potential for a huge inning.
He was a strikeout
안타를 꽤
victim last time through the
때려주고 있는데.
lineup. The pitch. Strike 2, and Colby Rasmus now has got himself down on the count. A line drive toward short. That's one. And there's the second out of double play. Execution on that 6-4-3.
You have to have body control around the bag. Great acrobatic turn by the second baseman. Outstanding job.
Tejada at the plate.
가장
Batting
무벤
300,
타자.
that's 3 for 10 lifetime against the Astros. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's caught. Side is.
아,
Retired. No runs, 1 hit. And no one left on base. Orioles 3. Houston nothing.
이제 마무리 지어야지 투수.
Altuve at the plate. Plate 0 for 1 thus far. And they got their closer up. Boy, you gotta like this early in the ballgame. He usually isn't even swings. Hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And it's gonna be Beltran. And what a catch. A spectacular out. Reeled that one in. He'll get a tip of the glove from the pitcher for that play.
Boy, he has great instincts, this guy. A feel for the game. Picking the ball up off the bat immediately. That allowed him to make the catch.
Now batting with 1 away, Josh Reddick.
The bat's been talking for him lately. 4 for his last 10.
And the manager has to be tickled to death to have a guy that's always on base for the guys behind him.
Hit up the middle. Look out. Oh, right back up the middle, and the pitcher did not get out of the way. But a quick recovery that time gets the out.
마무리 지으러 갑시다. 브리튼.
Out. And in the batter's box, it's Springer. Popped up his last at bat. And we've got Zach Britton out on the mound as they make the pitching swap.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
And he fouls another one off. Pitch on the way. And a fly ball could be the last out. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down.
It's time now to recognize our player of the game. Adam Jones showed up. Real good ball game. Great battle here, and the pitching, the better part of it, came away with a win.
And before the game.
(2타수 2안타 3루타) 2루타 3루타 2안타 때리고 게임을 마무리 짓는 아담 존스 선수. 막 드럼보 조나단 슈 데니 발레이시아 아담 존 리 데이비. 왜 튕겼지? 이제 여기서 마무리 짓고 이제 FM 갑시다. 뭐 있냐? 자, MLB를 끄고 붙여놓고 MLB 끄고 FM 78 키고 팀으로 하고요. FM 일단 켜놓고 방송을 키도록 하겠습니다.